Well, I'm Greg, and I'm here in Alaska, up by Palmer, and I'm going to do a quick review of the Cabela's Outback Lodge tent. And let me show you what I'm looking at here. All right, this is the new and improved Cabela's Outback Lodge tent, and this is the 12 by 12 version. This is the version that just came out here in 2017. Little backstory, I was actually looking to get the same tent in 2016 at the end of the season, and I realized that they came out with a new version, and so I traded it in this week because I like the idea of an awning. And so I'm going to pop this tent and see what we're looking at. All right, so this is the tent. The box is open. We have a nice sturdy bag, as usual in all Cabela's quality stuff. It's a dark color. I can tell you right off that the color of the material is a little different than it used to be. It was more of a green color before. Let's get it out and see what we're looking at. All right, here we are again. That was about 20-25 minutes for the setup on this. The first setup, I've set up the old version. As I said, I'd bought the same version, or the same tent, but the old version, it was more of a brownish color. My initial thoughts, there's still a lot of guy wires, a lot of stakes on this tent, but from my reviews I've read, it does well in the wind and it is really waterproof. Here's the reason why I bought the new one. I took back my other one and exchanged it for the new one for that right there. That is what the tent should have had to start with, an awning. I don't have the middle rope on the awning, but that awning is going to make everything, that rain fly in the front, the vestibule, whatever you want to call it, it's going to make all the difference in the world. Now, as you come into the tent, no longer are you opening it up to where you're opening on a roof. You're now opening it and you're covered, protected the whole time. Some differences, I would say, between this and the old version. Before, there was no way to use the front door as a vent. And so without an awning, without a vestibule there, and so there was extra vents down here in the sides. There were covered vents. There's no longer covered vents in the sides. Wow, what a huge floor plan. This is huge. This is going to be great. 12 by 12. So that's one difference. There's no vents down there. We'll see how condensation happens, if it's any worse. But now one can use the door as a vent because we're completely enclosed, protected with that new fly out front. So plenty of headroom to move around in this tent. Wow, this has got lots of space. What else is new on this tent? Looks like we got pockets along the sides. I'm pretty sure there are pockets in the old one. Ah, here's something new. I was reading about this. We now have a power cord that goes in and out right here on a zipper in the front. Looks like it's a waterproof zipper. Can be opened up, and that can run a power cord in and out. Or if you're like me, I have a Yukon stove. That will be the oil line to run my oil drip from my Yukon stove. Eventually, my plan is to put a stove jack in this tent and see about making it a hot tent. Those are my initial impressions on this tent. I think the material may be a little lighter than the old material. A little lighter as in not quite as heavy duty. We'll see how it holds up. It's still the Cabela's quality, and I'd expect it to do well. Well, that's my initial impressions. That's my review. And if you want to leave any comments, do so below, and we'll give it a review maybe after it rains here this weekend. We'll talk to you later. Bit of a rain test. It's sprinkling pretty good right now, and the Cabela's Outback Lodge is still doing a great job keeping everything dry, everyone dry. This is really what I purchased this for and traded it in for, was this front vestibule. This is definitely much nicer when it comes to opening the door in the rain. There's my son, lots of space in the interior. I'm enjoying this tent so far.